Hello. Welcome to Space Engineers Ship Showcase. I don't know how to do emotes, so just imagine me waving. This is my latest ship. It's a small grid exploration vessel. This is the Model B. The Model A had a couple of small belly turrets, similar to these guys. And I thought that visually they had plenty of clearance, but as far as actual collision boxes go, it's invisibly bigger than it looks, so it was causing the ship to land with its front legs in the air, which was annoying. And also, I didn't have the Prototech or whatever cockpit yet. So the Model B, the SEV-B model of the Andromeda, has the Prototech cockpit and it lands properly, and the Model A has one of the regular cockpits and doesn't quite land right, but has more weapons. That's the only difference. Anyway, as you can see, new DLC lights. They do a great job, actually, of letting you put cool, properly and kind of industrial looking lights all over the place, and they do an actual pretty good job of lighting stuff up. I'm going to turn it to night and fly up a bit so that you can see what the lights do on the ground in the dark. So here's a quick walk around. Here's the entranceway. It's got a ramp. I don't know if you could fit a rover or anything in there. It's mostly just for cargo and easy in and out. New DLC, whatever that is, machine gun, Gatling turret. If you want to replace the turret, be advised that the turret is kind of actually what's holding this whole bit on. So it's a crucial structural component. These will detach if you grind that out to replace it. Just add a merge block little arm over to the side there and connect it while you do that, and then reconnect it when it's all done, and then, or disconnect it, you'll be fine. It's not that hard. Anyway, it runs on hydrogen. These are Flare's torch drive. It's a mod. Turns your torch drive blue, makes it more efficient, more powerful. It'll still work with regular hydrogen. I don't know if I would trust it to land on a planet with regular hydrogen. It is all light armor blocks, so it's not very heavy. But, you know, so I recommend Flare's torch drive for this. I don't think it has a weapon mod other than Warfare 2 DLC Editions mod, I think, for the top turrets. But those don't matter if they're not there when they spawn in. It doesn't matter. You can just put whatever regular turrets. Here's the top view. It's got a couple solar panels. Those are actually black, believe it or not. So when you're in the depths of space, they don't stand out like that. They blend right in. They just reflect light weird. They turn right white when they're in the sunlight. Alright, let's go inside. Disengage the locks. And kind of a dangerous place to have the buttons, but you know. There you go. Yeah, you can just walk right up on this. Fairly smooth. I left a little bit of a gap just in case you're on rough ground. Lots of lights in here. Got some cargo clamps so you can put some loose stuff in, kind of scrap that you found. This, obviously, is how you adjust the ramps. What's this? Oh, I can turn the cargo bay lights off so it's not quite so bright. Then we have a Prototech warp drive. Prototech warp drive. Whoops. I think it goes about 800 kilometers. Jump distance, I'm not sure. I can't remember these buttons. So you have pistons. It is actually the pistons powering the door, and not the hinges. The hinges are just set to loose. Yeah, and that's the button for the to lock cargo down. This is not airtight. I don't really have an airlock in this other than this little space here. I forgot I put this in here. Brilliant. It does have I was going to say a dehydrate button. It does have a depressurize button, but the oxygen tank's full. So it's not going to depressurize, plus I'm on Earth. In here we have general kind of, I guess, engine bay. You can see the gyros spinning back in there. Oxygen tank, I think, or O2, H2 generators. I do have some custom turret control blocks in here in case you want to put custom turrets on this. It's got some reactors for backup power. That's fuel tanks. This isn't meant to be a warship, so, you know, it's not super... You do have enough between the fuel tanks and the front of the ship that you'll probably survive if they explode, but... Survival kit, first aid kit, some weapon racks. This is cargo, so you have cargo access. I can't remember, I don't think I put an assembler or anything like that on here. No, I didn't. Just because it's not meant to be like a resource building thing or anything. It has H2O2 generators and of course the basic crafting abilities of a survival kit. So you should be able to do basic repairs if you're stranded somewhere without, but you know, bring spare parts if you're smart. Have a kitchen with the usual messed up textures, microwave, a little sink to wash up, fridge, coffee machine, jukebox, air that turns the lights on and off. A couple cargo containers, so there's cargo access. You can chill here, you know, have a bite to eat. Look at the windows. You can't see those from the outside because it kind of double tinted it, but from the inside you get a pretty good view. Bunk beds, a little couch to sit on there, TV, clock. So, you know, in here we have the cockpit. It's a bit of an awkward entry. Like, you can't really come in. Oh, that shouldn't be there. Might want to take that block out. But anyway, you can't really get in here and close the door. But it's more meant if there's two people, you know, and you want to fly, they close the door behind you so they can be in here and operate turrets if they need to. And then if you get blown up the cockpit, they won't depressurize. They can't fly the ship from that seat, I don't think. But, you know, at least they can control turrets and die with honor. Buttons. So yeah, here's the cockpit. This is the new Prototech cockpit if you've never seen it. It does have pretty good downward view, but it's blocked by the blocks that I put there, you know, just because I like the shape of it. You know, there's cameras and stuff mounted on the outside. You can always use the turrets to look around. So in that respect, that's kind of what's intended. You're not meant to physically look down and explore. I guess you could put somebody in the cargo bay with the door down. They could look out that way. Alright. I'm going to need the HUD for... No, that's not the HUD. That's the HUD. Okay, engines on. So I do have hydrogen engines in the back for taking off because, you know, gravity. Now, let's see if I can remember how to do this. I turn that on. Oh, there we go. It's those three hinge buttons that do it. The rotors are connected to them. I can't remember. I think the one on the right there that says off, it's hinge locks. So it locks everything. I'll get a little higher. See underneath, landing gear folds up. It's fairly invisible. And then the back. It folds that way. So it's a bit more sleek looking. Now, should give me a moment. And we'll make it dark. You know. There we go. Alright. I'll turn that blocks on. So as you can see, especially once you get up about 50 meters or so, it lights up, it lights everything up pretty good. And you can take off and land on 1G planets without any great issues. It's not a sports craft, so, you know, come in with some sense, but these Flare's torch drive thrusters are pretty good when it comes to power output and stuff. There we go. Oh, I see. Turns the hinge. Okay, the one on the right is hinge locks. The one up top is power on and off for the hinges, so they stop making noises. And the one on the left reverses them. That's how you do the landings. Somewhere in here there's that's landing lights. So they do make things quite bright. Okay, yeah, you can, oh, there's the camera. No surprise, it looks straight down. I don't remember if I put an autopilot in this or not, to be honest, but I'm sure you can find a place to put it if not. Stuff's not terribly hard to do. Alright. Engines off. Unlock the back door. Open it up. Watch the frame rate go nuts while the game tries to save. There we go. And there we are. Oh, and that's the, you can control the cargo bay lights from inside as well. But they do add quite a bit of light. Alright. Oh yeah, little control panel here. That's part of the new DLC as well. But most of this stuff is, for the longest time you couldn't find a bed or anything, or any kind of interior decorations like for in small block, so they're great addition. And if you wanted to remove, well, you can't remove the cargo, you know, leave that section out. I guess there's really not much you can do for space in here. I tried to keep it as slim as possible. You can always turn this into a troop carrier area. To be honest, I thought long and hard about how to try and make this go airtight when it closed, and I just don't really understand the mechanics of making stuff go airtight without just a regular in-game door or the, you know, the giant clamshell hangers. So maybe someday I'll figure that out. I might maybe get a mod that gives you a force field, right? Airtight force field. So I just, instead of having regular blocks, I have force field blocks around. And it makes a force field that I think you can walk through, but it's airtight, which would be cool. I might add that to a Model C at some point. You never know. There she is. It's available on mod.io. It's the DSMV Andromeda SEV-B specifically for this one. The original version works fine. Like I said, it just has turrets in the way, so it makes landing a bit awkward. All you'd have to do is move the legs, each one space this way, one space this way, and then make them one block longer that way. And then you would clear the turret. You'd have to extend this one block lower as well, and the same thing on the other side. So if you want to keep the Model A with the original turrets, that's all you need to do. Just shift the legs so that the whole ship sits one block higher when you land. Anyway, there you go. Download it, change it, mod it, have fun with it. Catch you next time.